Hi there, Stan the Annuity Man, America's annuity agent, licensed in all 50 states. Talking about how to buy an annuity, the gift guide to how to buy an annuity. It's more than just money. It's more than just about money. It can't all be about money, can it? No, it cannot. Money cannot buy you happiness. I know that that's the first time you've heard that, so I'm going to just write it down. That's just wisdom is what that is. Now, we're going to talk about some ideas, some gift guide, some giving ideas using annuities after this. All right, before we get started into the holiday gift-giving guide for annuities, I know what you're saying to yourself. You're saying, Stan, you've outdone yourself with this tracksuit that you're wearing. Now, I know that you're probably out there keeping a list of the types of tracksuits, the colors, the schemes, and all that stuff. And you say, wait a minute. This one's the loudest thing on the planet. As my CEO said, you should be trafficking airplanes at the airport. And maybe that, maybe, but I'm getting your attention. I need you to look, no. Seriously, this is pretty cool. You know, Adidas, it's a long story. When I left Morgan Stanley, Dean Witter, Payne Weber, UBS, and I said, you know what? I'm never going to wear another suit and tie again. I gravitated toward this, and of course I do nothing in moderation. You know, everyone behind the camera is going, you think? And so I bought every single color, every single thing that they had at Adidas, because I like Adidas and they should sponsor me, but I digress. Let's talk about annuities and the gift giving that you can kind of think about. I get a lot of calls about the son, the grown-up son or the grown-up daughter that's calling on behalf of their mom or dad to buy them an annuity. The mom and dad are probably not as cognitively there as they have been in the past. We're all going to get to that place. And they're trying to put something in place, whether it's a principal protected product or a lifetime income stream product for the rest of their parents' life so their parents can live a good life and not have to worry about either money or markets or losing money. The recent call that I got this past week was a gentleman, his mom was moving into a assisted living center. She was in her early 80s to mid 80s. And this gentleman and his sister wanted to put in place an immediate annuity lifetime income payment that not only would cover the cost of that assisted living facility, but also would provide that income for their mom so she could live a very good life and really not worry about markets or losing money because their mom, the mom's father, which would be their husband, which would be their father, he passed away, and he was the person that always managed the money and looked at the markets. And sometimes it's the reverse, but in this case, the mom wasn't interested in anything of that like that. She just wanted a lifetime income stream. So we shopped all carriers for the highest contractual guarantee lifetime income stream for the mom. We set it up to where if and when she passes away, 100% of the money goes lump sum to the beneficiary, the kids. So they know that the evil annuity company is not going to keep a penny, even though they're on the hook to pay, regardless of how long their mom lives. It was in a lot of these situations, and you might have this situation as well. You have a family member, an aunt, an uncle, or even a spouse that you want to take care of in case either something happens to you or just to make sure that their lifestyle is intact. Yes, you're going to miss out on market opportunities. Yes, you're going to miss out on the next Bitcoin. Yes, you're going to miss out on the next Apple or whatever growth stock. But when people reach that chapter 2 version of their life, and some people are in chapter 3, they're getting so old, you can set up an annuity product for them to pay them for the rest of their life and make sure that 100% of the money will go to the family. One of the misconceptions out there is, well, I don't want to buy an immediate annuity, Stan, because when this person dies, money goes poof. That's only one of about 40 ways to structure it. So if your goal is, we want to take care of our family member, but if she died tomorrow, we want all that money to come back to the family, it can be structured that way. Listen to me. This is important. The annuity company does not have to keep a penny, even though they're on the hook to pay for as long as this person lives. You have to understand that, because that's a big misconception that's out there. So this is being taped around this Thanksgiving. By the way, happy Thanksgiving, happy holidays to all of you out there, and thank you so much for tuning in to Stan the Annuity Man. I really appreciate it. But this is a time to start thinking about, family members, and if annuities hasn't been in the back of your head, bring it back out, because these are guarantees. These are contractual guarantees that primarily solve for 4 things. The acronym is PIL. P stands for principal protection. I stands for income for life. L stands for legacy, leaving money, right? And the other L stands for long-term care, confinement care. So principal protection, income for life, legacy, and long-term care. If you don't need to solve for that, you don't need an annuity. If one of your family members that you're thinking about an annuity for, if they don't need to solve for one of those four things, they don't need an annuity. Also, too, understand that depending on the annuity type, annuities can be issued into the 80s and 90s. Some, a lot like single premium immediate annuities, those issue into the 90s if you want to do that. And people are living longer. And once again, we can structure it so that 100% of the money will go to someone in the family if that family member passes away early. So just put that in the back of your head. Hey, I want to add one more thing about the death benefit. So if you set up a lifetime income stream for a family member, a friend, or whatever, and they pass away, then the lump sum goes to the family, the remaining family trust, whatever. You don't have to have it a lump sum, though. Let's just say you're in my situation where you have the two daughters, love the princesses, they're 24 and 22, but they're not going to get the lump sum. No, I'm not a bad, well, I am a bad father, but because I spoil them. They're going to get it in payment form. So you can choose between lump sum, here's the lump sum, or you can say, okay, whatever's left in the account, I want it to be in the same payment level until the money's exhausted. That's what I chose for my two daughters, because if they're coming to my funeral in a Lamborghini and like flying in a helicopter, I want them to be making payments on it. I don't want them to own the helicopter. You know what I'm saying? So there's ways to customize ways to do the death benefit. So remember, lump sum or in payment form, either way, 100% of the money is going to be going to the listed beneficiaries of the policy. And when you put a policy in place and you list those beneficiaries, number one, you can change them. So if your kid makes you mad, hey, you're gone. Okay, put somebody else in there. The other thing, put in the back of your head, if you have a charity of choice, you can list that charity as the beneficiary of the policy as well. Now, there's some details that we need to go through, but that's a conversation, a detailed conversation that we can have. So you can have that charity receive, in this case, it probably should be a lump sum. But just remember, kids, payments, charity, family members that are rational, lump sum. But you can, again, with annuities, and you have to remember, you can customize the way it works. If you say, okay, I want the income to start 3 years from now, and then I want the death benefits to be in payment form, we can structure it that way, and we're going to shop all carriers for the highest contractual guarantee available to solve for that specific situation. I always ask two questions when I'm talking to people about annuities in general, just to see, A, if you need one, and if so, which type would provide the highest contractual guarantee. Those two questions are, what do you want the money to contractually do, and when do you want those contractual guarantees to start? Once again, what do you want the money to contractually do, and when do you want those contractual guarantees to start? From those two answers, I can determine, A, if you don't need an annuity, and I'll be brutally factual and tell you that, or B, if you do need an annuity, or if one fits, then I'll tell you the exact type and shop that type for the highest contractual guarantee. Hey, as we know, this has been a tough couple of last years we've all been through. I mean, the COVID thing has been tough. It's made us all kind of reevaluate what's important. It's put the fragility of life at the forefront for a lot of us. It made us reevaluate our lives. Hopefully it's made us all maximize every day to live it to the fullest and appreciate the special people in our lives, appreciate what we have, appreciate the life that we have. And I'm hoping that these videos have put a smile on your face. I hope you've laughed. I hope you've learned a lot. And I've hoped you've, you now think annuities might fit or might not fit, or you've learned enough about them to know where they would fit in your portfolio. And with that being said, I would love for you to hit the subscribe button. Tell your friends and not friends that this annuity YouTube channel is not salesy. It's informative, it's edutainment. I have fun. I'm passionate about what I do. I take what I do very seriously. I'm not too serious about myself, as you can tell. But I enjoy educating you. And I just want to, on this video, reach out and say, hey, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching. And I hope to see you on the next Stan the Annuity Man YouTube video.